the tech of the church. Well, I have a experience I had to do today. You know, we're on T-Mobile, and T-Mobile and Sprint have merged and they're upgrading everything. And so I keep getting these texts that as of July 1st, we're not going to be able to do certain things if we don't have LTE enabled. And of course, it's fine on my relatively new iPhone 10, whatever it is. Bill has an iPhone 6. So finally, yesterday, I was able to get the instructions of how to do it, and I think I've done it. So because an iPhone 6 doesn't have as many choices as the newer ones in terms of toggles and do this and do that. But anyway, if anybody else is experiencing that,
Anybody else have T-Mobile?
anybody else still anybody still using Internet Explorer?
No,
Wondered if you guys saw that in the news.
Yes.
definitely gone.
RIP.
Mhm.
Along the hall.
Yep. Had a good run.
So is Edge equivalent to, I don't know, and what's Edge equivalent to on Apple?
Edge is the new version of Internet Explorer. So
Yeah, I know that, but it's a browser, but Apple is, I mean, I guess, can Microsoft people use the other browsers as well?
they can use Brave, they can use Chrome, they can use Firefox. They
Okay.
can't use Safari. Safari is the
So
Apple.
Edge is, the Edge is a Safari of Microsoft, will be the Safari of Microsoft.
It is,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's the default pre-installed,
Right.
but yeah,
Cool.
very, very exciting.
Anyone have any advice on, we have an Android phone and just got the notice of Android 11. Has anyone upgraded to that? Just a minute.
My
Android,
brother,
I'm not sure I've updated yet. What version?
my brother might have, I know for computers, Stephen Craig suggested waiting till this past January to upgrade to Windows 11, which
Right,
would
yeah,
be comparable.
and I don't
I've
know
not heard about Android.
whether to wait on Android for the phone or,
With phones, it's a little safer to update software operating systems because there's less issues in transferring documents and software programs and apps and things. So pretty much whenever things come out, but I'll
Okay.
text my brother and just see. 'Cause
I had another experience yesterday or the day before. I got an email from, I get emails from my credit card company when something's being charged. So I get one every month for $2.99 for my cloud. But the day before yesterday, there was also a charge from Apple for $74.19. And I went, So of course I made the mistake. I called the credit card company before I called Apple to find out what that was. And they didn't know, but they marked it as fraud. And now I'm having to get a new card. And then I figured out how to get through to Apple with a human being. And it turns out it's my subscription to Microsoft Office. But I said to him, I said, it would be nice if you would send an email out saying your subscription renewal is coming up and how much it's going to be, so you recognize it when it comes. But anyway, so I have to suffer through a new card and letting all those automatic payments know about it.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
worst. Microsoft Office.
Yeah.
I was reading something today about Social Security numbers and how they're no longer very safe anymore because of identity theft. It's so easy to grab them off the internet. So they're trying to come up with something new, which will be a entertaining challenge.
Well, you know, when we were in the Army, Bill's social security number was our ID number, and we had to put it on the back of every check that we wrote.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, I think they finally, I think they've changed. I would hope that they've changed that. But yeah, that was really scary because we were having to use it
Your
all over the
social
place.
security number.
Our social security number was his Army ID number.
Yeah.
It's
By
crazy.
the way, I have Android version 12.
My brother just texted saying that he's on 12, so it's more than sufficient to be on 11. He would
Okay.
recommend going to 12.
Okay. Thank you.
You must be behind in your updates. Fascinating. Fascinating. Anyway. Any other concerns? Worries? Challenges?
Must be summer, Lynn.
Yeah.
Our
I got
brains
a
are
lot
on
of
holiday.
texts
Our
from
brains are on
people
holiday.
going, we're unable to come this week. So,
Mm,
People on vacation.
yep.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, well.
It's a good thing. Get out. Avoid technology. It's good.
Maybe.
There's more to life.
Oh, Lynn, I think I have 2 more people for the new members class.
Oh, that's exciting.
I mean, I emailed the link from last Thursday's thingy to him. So, and then I tested on myself that you can do it. So I haven't, you may be getting it, or whoever gets it will be getting it. Yep. New residents here, but we've known them since I was in 7th grade. And Bill was
Wow.
in Bill was in 9th grade. So. Mhm.
Yeah, I need to send it. They're actually, you know her, Ernie, Linda Steelman.
Yep.
At Kendall.
Right.
She
We've got
she-
2 people from Kendall in this new class. Susan
Good.
Sonica as well, who's the real ball of fire. Will get involved, I think.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Do you know how I know Linda?
No,
You don't hear that. Her son was one of my high school teachers. And he was a member at the church I grew up at. And so I actually, when I was in charge of teaching Sunday school for middle schoolers, I asked him to teach with me because I liked his teaching style so much. I was like, do this with me, please. But
oh, good.
so yeah, I know her grandkids and all of that too. So
Okay, neat. Yeah. She seems like a really good addition to our community, so
Mhm.
I was
Mhm.
happy she chose Westminster.
yeah, small world.
Oh,
It is a small world. If you
Yeah.
want, would a non-tech small world story
Go for it.
from here? Well, as you know, my brother, moved in from Denver in October, and he and his wife spent probably half of their married life overseas, mostly in North Africa. And I was at this tea last week where I got exposed to COVID. And one of the, yes, one of the people at our table was a new resident who's just been here a couple of months, and I'd never met him. And from his accent, I knew that he was not a native from the US. So I said, Marty, I said, where are you from originally? And he said, Tunisia. Oh, my brother used to live in Tunisia. And he said, oh, really? What's his name? And I said, Richard Roberts. He said, I know Richard Roberts. And so last night, Bill and I got the four of them together with us for dinner so they could reconnect after 50 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was fun.
Yeah. Crazy.
I know. Well, I think we have to let Lynn go to work.
Fair enough. I'm sure she has some more pressing.
Things to do than listen to us tell stories.
Always
But
happy
be as much
thank you
fun.
again, Lynn, for all the many
Yeah.
things you do.
Of course.
Yeah. Exciting times, exciting times.
I have one more small world story.
Yeah, go for it.
The interim pastor at our church in North Carolina is Shalot Presbyterian Church, is the new full-time pastor at First and Central in Wilmington.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and if you all know Jenny Warren,
Mm-hmm.
who was in the senior high group I worked with, her husband was on the nominating committee. Or I think he chaired the nominating committee.
Mm.
So,
Wow.
and they're getting a good one. She had personal reasons for going from an interim